Hi, Lisa here with a little reintroduction to who I am and what I'm doing and what's happening now. I know I sent you an email with a little information about my art class, but let me share just a little bit of background. You may have signed up years ago for one of my summits. You don't remember me, you don't know why you signed up. If you don't want to be here, please unsubscribe. That's cool. You know, I don't want anybody to be here that doesn't want to be here, but I'm grateful if you're here and you're part of my community. And what's happening is really important because so many of us are always trying to find our purpose and we're resisting and struggling. And we go through this process of pushing and pulling and doing all kinds of crazy things to try to, find out who we are. And I've been coaching and I've been, watercolor painting for 25 years and I was a singer for 40 plus years. I'm now a best-selling author, an inspirational speaker, a TV show host, a mom, an artist, and I'm still doing some vocal stuff, but nothing, to write home about at this point. So anyway, if you know me, you know that I had a 2-year bout with Lyme disease, which I am still battling to a certain degree, but I am picking myself up and moving forward anyway. And I deal with the flares, just that's the way it is. And so I have been back to coaching and I am a mindset and resilience coach. But I always knew that there was a piece missing. There was something that was not authentic to who I am genuinely, and I felt that at a deep level. Well, as I talk about in my book, Your Turning Point, I talk about following those intuitive hits, even when they make no sense, even when you can't see where you're going, but you just feel like you need to take those steps. Well, I recently, over the last several months, took some steps to be part of some masterminds, some classes, to connect with some people, and things still were sitting there. So I started working on my website and feeling into that. And then this art piece popped back in, which is phenomenal for me. I mean, again, my watercolors have not been turning me on for a long time. I've been trying to get to them, but just sitting there going, this doesn't feel right. So when I discovered through talking to somebody I had coached years ago, one of those synchronistic hits about acrylic art and paint pouring, I went nuts because I saw it, I tried it, I just want to eat, sleep, live it, and that's what I want to do. But number one, the big tie-in is that our creative expression, which as a creative, which is what I am, if we're creative and we're not creating, we're dying inside. We just are. Creativity is oxygen to our cells. It's as important as breathing. It really is. And so that piece was missing for me. And I also had an intuitive hit, an intuitive knowing that this was the path that I was supposed to take, to combine my coaching and resiliency, mindset strategies and mix in the creative expression, because we've got to creatively express to really shift and to open up. And so that's what I'm doing now. And it's funny because when you find that one thing, it doesn't always explode open right away. You have to be in trust. If you have that knowing, if you got that hit, if you got all kinds of messages and synchronicities and confirmations like I've gotten, then you just keep walking the path. You just say yes. You just put yourself out there and you allow the universe in divine timing to unfold this whole thing. Well, that's what's happening right now with me. And so I'm super excited to be offering these paint pouring classes beginning, and I will do some advanced ones as well, probably monthly. You can bring your kids if you want. It's nothing kids can't do. And I really encourage you to open up to your creativity, whether you're an artist, whether you think you suck at art or not. First of all, when you were a kid, you made sandcastles and mud pies and played in finger paint and danced and sang around the room and nobody cared, and you were just expressing your joy and your awe and wonder of life, right? That's what we get to do, because as adults, we have lost that. We are responsible and obligated and we're busy and there are so many things, and we don't take time out to connect to anything that brings us joy. Even with meditating, all that is great. Being in stillness and being present is all great, and I still teach that. But this creative piece, I'm telling you, has been missing and is missing from a lot of people's lives. And once you open up to this or some other creative expression where you just randomly and mindlessly allow yourself to go somewhere and create something, unless you do that, you're really going to have a tough time opening and aligning to source and getting your inspiration. I don't sleep at night for good reasons. I have ideas coming in. I wake up in the morning, I do future gratitude, and all these ideas come pouring in. So I really, really encourage you to explore this. My class is inexpensive, $45 plus supplies, and it's an hour and a half. I will be doing it again, and it is a bunch of fun, and it is just the colors and the fun and the trust and watching what the universe does with each, every piece. Each piece is unique. There are no two pieces the same, just like our fingerprints. That is what is so freaking amazing. All right, so this is the piece that I've been missing. This is the piece that is me, that has been missing, and I finally have found through divine inspiration, guidance, and following my hits and saying yes to them, which is what I teach in your Turning Point. And so this is the way that we get to what it is that we're here to do. And something that really lights us up, turns us on, brings us abundance and more, and health. It's very healing. Okay, so that's my tiny little reintroduction. That's what I'm going to be focusing on: resilience, mindset, and also this creative piece that goes with it that is absolutely imperative. It's not separate. It is combined with, and it creates everything that you've ever wanted and gets you to where it is that you want to go. Okay, so I am grateful to be back. I'm honored to be here again and to be clear. And I am absolutely honored to have you as community. And also, if you have any questions, reach out and ask me anything, okay? And I will be showing up much more regularly because gosh, when you find your inspiration, you can't turn it off. You have to create daily, right? So I will be showing up a lot more often with a lot more material for you guys and content down the road, some courses. I've got some wonderful things in the works. Okay, but I'd love to see you for my art class, which is coming up on Saturday, July 31st from noon to 1:30 Central, $45 plus supplies. Show up. It's going to be a blast, and I cannot wait. Okay, so it's good to be back. Sending you all love, and I will talk to you soon.